Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Realms of the Haunting Blind. Now, I want to free Hawk, however, because I have the Key of Tears, but I'm not entirely sure he's in here. I'm kind of sure, but...
An angel, chained.
There's a great power present here, Adam. Present in the mosaic. It's focused like an occult seal.
Ah, right. There is a lock, strange lock over here.
There's some sort of lock.
The well-named Key of Tears.
Let's hope Hawk's all he says he is.
Free to restore the balance.
I assume you're Hawk.
I am Hawk. What will it be?
I thought you might have the answers.
They are closer to you than most.
Perhaps you can give us some?
Ask that I may answer.
Okay, I'm I'm kind of weirded out by by how ordinary looking he is. Like, he's wearing a freaking t-shirt. I was expecting, at the very least, the sort of common the sort of commonplace depiction of an angel with wings, in robes or something. I was expecting him to look as he did on that seal, for example, long-haired, with wings and a robe or something, or alternatively, something very outlandish and weirder still. And instead, he just looks like a random guy. Whoa! I can ask him a lot of questions, which I will.
Hawk, who is Alf? He's offered us much help since we've arrived.
Alf is only one of his names. He is a product of the Soul Stone, the force controlling the universe. Metaphorically speaking, if the Soul Stone is the lock, then Alf's sword is the key. It's part of the shroud. Events and certain prophecies have been falsified. That is why Alf is here, to put the fate of mankind's future back on course.
What about the Falshire Knights? He said he was the last of their order.
Indeed he is. The very last and the most noble line of avatars to swear their soul to the light on the day of creation, and defend the Soul Stone from the very evil we face. The order finally fell to an army of darkness led by a young mortal called Florentine, and the Demon of Lies.
Demon of Lies?
Belial.
Okay, so at least I remembered that correctly. I assume, because it lines up. Because Belial, I think one of his titles in real world demonology is like the Prince of Lies or something. He has a within his demonic portfolio. He is the one of the things he's concerned with are lies and deception, which seems to carry over into this game as well.
Belial. Who is he, Hawk?
Belial is one of the great lords of hell. In many earthly texts, he has even been confused with the power of Satan. His name literally means liar. He is Florentine's shade. He's doppelganger, if you like, conceived from the soul stone and born from the evil within Florentine's soul.
Florentine. What about his part in all of this?
His role is to see that the power of Satan is manifested physically into the new host, my antithesis.
Gaul.
Indeed, Gaul.
Wait, so the guy with the hat is literally Satan? Is that what the game is trying to tell me? Because he said he's the power of Satan made manifest in physical form. So that's kind of like the distinction is kind of irrelevant. I feel he's an extension of Satan himself, which is kind of weird. Like I definitely pegged Belial as being a bigger antagonist than the guy in the hat, but apparently, judging from what Hawk has just said, Belial is just one of the lords of hell, but Gaul, the guy in the hat, is literally Satan.
The spirit of my father is held here somewhere. How can I free his soul from torment?
The answer to that question is simple. The balance, the power of the soul stone must be redressed. The solution is, however, a difficult task. The fate of your father and that of mankind is a shared one.
So what about Florentine?
Florentine lost his soul long ago. In return for his assistance with the destruction of the 7 seals that guard the Soul Stone. He did it to deliver the world into the hands of Satan. He has robbed, murdered, and tortured for most of the last millennium. He is immortal for as long as Belial lives within this world.
So that son of a bitch and Belial are working together.
Not any longer. They may have the same goal, but they are now enemies, vying for the attentions of their dark master. Both hope to be Satan's guide if he ever returns in the new host.
New host.
The host of all evil, Gaul.
What can you tell us about Gaul?
Gaul and I are products of the Soul Stone. As his body is prepared as host for the force of darkness, so is mine for the power of light.
We've seen Gaul. He took a small green crystal from an altar stone.
Like this.
Yes, exactly.
It's a shard of the Soul Stone, one of many broken and lost throughout time and reality. The only substance that grants entry from the tower into the realm of Sheol, the infernal place that guards the area where the Soul Stone lies.
If we are to redress the balance, we should find one.
2. One each for traveling to the realm of Sheol.
Who are you, Hawk? What are you?
A product of the Soul Stone. A vessel born of time to become a host for the power of light. The complete antithesis of Gaul.
So you and Gaul are enemies, right?
We are of the same substance, but conceived to be enemies.
Within the tower, we've met a man who calls himself Raphael.
Place in him the same trust you place in Alf, for it can be said that they are of the same blood.
I notice some resemblance. Are you saying that they're related?
Related, no. Of the same blood, yes.
We have our own ideas, but for the record, what part does the Temple of the Morning Star play in all of this?
The temple is a thing of man, born of Florentine. Its purpose is to see the power of light thrown down, the force of evil walk the earth.
We've heard of Sheol. Sounds like a dangerous place.
Some call it hell, or Gehenna, the 7 terrible layers of fire and darkness. Sheol is only the topmost layer of hell, the lowest being the pit. It is within the place you call Sheol that the Soul Stone lies.
Hawk, what do you know of Aqua?
Aqua, the realm of divinity, and therein lies the Garden of Paradise. Many other wonders to be found there, the greatest of all being the Tree of Understanding.
Tree of...
Your ancestral mother and father ate of it, and unto them was given the power to see both good and evil, the power of choice.
Okay, so wait a second. Are you telling me I can travel to literal paradise? Like the literal Garden of Eden? Because that's what he's talking about, right? The tree of knowing, and our ancestral father and mother eating from it is about the original sin of Adam and Eve. So what? Like, how does that even work? If that place exists, then at least parts of the Bible are true. If the fall of man, if Adam and Eve eating from the tree of knowing happened in this universe, then shouldn't it by extension mean that the entry to paradise, the entry to the Garden of Eden, is forbidden to us from that point on? Because that was the entire point, right? Humanity was banished from there. So how can I return? How is it just a question of finding the right place in the tower? Well, I guess it isn't, because they said that I need a specific item to enter, but still I presume I will before the game ends. So it's kind of weird how I will enter a literal paradise just randomly, throughout the course of the game. It is kind of like weird, and I'm not sure what to think of it, but maybe the game will actually elaborate, because I'm not sure. The game has discussed Satan in very plain and direct terms, but it hasn't really described or discussed God and what his role is in all of this, how involved directly he is, or if he is even the same God, the God of the Abrahamic religions, or maybe he is something else entirely. Like, I assume it is the Abrahamic God because he has angels serving him. And again, this whole story of the tree of knowing and the ancestors of humans eating from it, it is basically the story of the original sin. But oh well.
Raphael told us of the tower. Can you tell us anything more substantial?
It is his place. I cannot tell you more than he.
Hawk, what are these? They were given to me by Florentine. He was disguised as a priest. There's something in them, some sort of power, I think.
Adam, these are the broken seals of the Soul Stone. You have within your hands 6 of the 7 seals that bind the universe together. When the last is broken, the world will be plunged into darkness. If this happens, Gaul will become host to the power of all darkness, and mankind will be doomed.
Okay, I didn't really connect the dots, but this is again something that ties in with the Bible, right? Because the breaking of the seventh seal is described in the Apocalypse. It's supposed to happen at the end of the world. It's supposed to directly precede the Judgment Day. And I guess if I understand this correctly, Florentine giving me the 6 broken seals is like a weird flex on his part, because basically what he's telling me by doing that, I assume, is that he has already broken 6 of the 7 seals, so he's like one step from destroying reality. Because what purpose do they serve when broken? I assume none. So I see what he did as a boast, but maybe more will be revealed as I go.
The Shrive seems to be a pivotal point to everything.
It is part of the sword eternal that was taken from the Soul Stone by Florentine. Tell me, Adam, have you some sort of mark upon you? Some device similar to the Shrive?
You mean these damn things?
I do. You are the one.
The one what?
The one to take up the sword eternal.
I thought you'd say something like that. Can you tell us more about the Soul Stone?
The Soul Stone is the neutrality of the universe. The channel from man's thoughts from which all that is good and evil is filtered. Sometimes thoughts can be so vile and evil that a minion is created as the embodiment of that mind.
Okay. I think...
Can you tell us more about the Soul Stone?
I think that's all. So let's go.
Friends, my time here is at an end. But before I depart, know this. Adam, you have been marked as the Shrive Bearer. Only you can wield eternity now. None other. You must locate the sword. Come to me, Rebecca. You have what is mine now.
But where does eternity lie? I mean, it could be anywhere.
If it was taken from the Soul Stone by Florentine, then it would soon become lost to him. Find it then where its master dwells. Find the place where Michael rules, and there it shall be. Find it, and take it to the Soul Stone. Fare thee well.
Well, now we know where we've got to go to. Aqua, realm of the divine.
What was all that about?
Hawk imparted my mind with some information that he thought might be useful to us.
That's all.
That's all.
Well, we still got a problem. We have to find a talisman or a device of some sort to get us to Aqua. Like Alstaga got us to Raquid.
Well, we'd better check the stuff we found on the way if there's nothing there. Let's just hope we're lucky.
cracked and blasted, like Hawk's prison.
Okay, let's check if I've received any more points to talk about in here. I think the only new one is the Soul Stone.
So Hawk explained the mystery surrounding the Soul Stone. It's part of the law governing all things, isn't it?
It's a channel, if you like, attracting all living thoughts and giving them form. Evil thoughts manifest as demons, and where pure thoughts are concerned, we have angels.
Come on. Those are mankind's terms, right?
Yes, man's terms.
So where does God, the Supreme Being, come into all of this?
The is, or God, is the supreme embodiment of all man's pure thoughts, but without form.
What about the other? The evil?
Satan, Lucifer, all the other names for evil. Yes, that power exists. It's the sum total of all the thoughts of all living things evil.
Then in my humble opinion, Rebecca Trevisard, we're shafted.
Adam, that's why you're here.
Okay. I don't exactly know where to go, and neither did the game really explain it to me. Like, I need to get to Arkva. That much is, known, but
We use this to free Hawk.
With a key of tears.
what I don't know is where to find the item that I need, but I guess this opened, so probably relevant. Where am I? Is this even Earth? Or... well, I'm at a church of some sort. This is not... I'm not... to be honest, I'm kind of not seeing this. Like, it seems to me I am screwed. Because I'm out of healing items. Yeah, I really think I'm screwed. Unless I can somehow run from them. Okay, it seems for all their power of evil, they are unable to open doors. So maybe I can hide in here from them. Because I do need to hide, at least for a little bit, before I find some healing. I cannot take them head on. It is simply impossible. Wait, I went a different way this time, apparently. The doors are trapped, but I assumed they only explode once, based on the fact that that's exactly what those doors did. Like, they've exploded once, and from that point onward, I could
Locked.
open them regularly, but
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Doesn't seem to be the case with the other doors.
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Yeah, I don't think I can get through this like this. And generally I'm not in a great situation right now, to say the least. Okay, this time I'll definitely save on a separate slot, he says, as he nearly overrides the last one. Because I made some progress. That much cannot be denied. Okay.
Collection box with a few coins in it.
Quaint, don't you think?
Dad's church, like most others, appears to be in need of funds.
It's the roof again. Why is it always the roof?
Presumably because the roof is like the most prone to being damaged by atmospheric, like by rain and hail and storms and stuff. Like I assume I'm not a construction worker or an architect, but I assume it's a lot easier to damage the roof compared to the walls, for example. Church found. Due to its great age, our church roof is in danger of collapsing. It would be a tragedy if this historically unique place of worship were to be lost after nearly 900 years. Even Cromwell's men would not destroy it. Please give generously to keep our lovely church open. Every donation is met with open arms. Thank you.
Look, there's some water in this niche.
I don't think it's rainwater somehow.
What? You mean it's holy water? Does it work?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Okay, so I have some holy water now. Apparently. I'm not sure where is it stored, but...
This goblet opened the door behind the sarcophagus.
Rather like an offering.
Is he drinking it? Like, what is he doing with it?
Look, there's some water in this niche.
I don't think it's rainwater somehow.
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Look.
I don't...
What?
It might do. Depends on how much...
Locked. Locked.
Okay, so what has really changed?
Collection box.
Quaint, don't you think?
Because in my mind, nothing. Like... what's that? Coin. Okay, so I can offer a coin for the church and maybe the door will open. Indeed.
More imagery of crystals. This is St. Michael's, right?
Of course. Why?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Locked. The resemblance is uncanny.
What do you mean? Resemblance to who?
My mother. Dad must have kept this close to his heart.
What? I don't... Like... Is the game implying that my mother was a literal angel from heaven or like a saint? Or is it implying that my dad has commissioned a stained glass window depicting my mother in a church? Because both of those options are mightily weird.
Sorrowful.
Lamenting, perhaps?
Are there really people buried in these, do you think?
The tradition's a long one. This is probably as old as the church.
Does this depict any religious scene, do you think?
Not that I can think of. Maybe it's from some apocryphal text.
What does it even depict? Some angel striking a lady with a staff or something. Okay, pretty weird.
Some depiction of an angel with a lyre.
I can never get over the beauty of these.
Some depiction of an angel with a lyre.
I can never get over the beauty of these.
Angel and violin. That was my father's instrument.
Did he play?
Like an angel. Are there really people buried in these, do you think?
The tradition.
Locked. This crucifix.
Let me stop you there. This is a cross, not a crucifix. Some people make that fundamental mistake. What about it, anyway?
Nothing, Sister Trebizard.
So wait, what is the difference? Like, what element does it have to classify as a crucifix? It's kind of obnoxious how she said I'm wrong, but didn't even correct me. So not only am I wrong, I have learned nothing. Thank you very much for being useless.
Impressive.
I've never seen anything quite like this in all my days. What do you mean? Resemblance to who?
My mother. Dad must have kept this close to his heart. Angel and violin.
Saint Michael. Casting a demon out of heaven.
Okay, so I have two feathers.
From the stained glass window.
Our presence probably triggered something off. I think we were meant to find this.
Yeah, it is probably the key to Arkfa, right? So at least that's what I assume.
Locked. More extravagance. But nothing out of the ordinary.
It's partitioning that small room beyond from the rest of the church.
Okay. This is locked, right?
Locked.
Yeah. Okay, but I want to check the other building again, now that the enemies have been vanquished. There might have been something that I missed. Like, most of those seals just kill me, and so, like, whenever I approach. But this first one, I am able to break without dying. So I'm unsure about what that means exactly.
Locked.
What does it say? Welcome.
Doormat. Well used. Magician's wand, maybe?
Not a magician in the sense you're thinking. There's real magic at work in this.
Okay, so yet another weapon, which can break the seals. Okay.
Locked.
That's very useful. Very useful indeed. Not quite sure what's the point of this room in particular, but still, it's nice to have a weapon that can open those doors. Okay, this goes to the basement, so I'll save that for a little bit later. I guess I was too close.
Doormat. Well used.
Okay, there's some markings on the walls.
Papers and things. Nothing to give anything away.
Drawers locked.
Hey, that's us. But I didn't see any cameras.
Do you think someone knew we were coming?
That's literally the cutscenes from the game.
Wonder why the windows are bricked up.
Who knows? Your father wouldn't have done this, that's for sure.
Not unless he was trying to keep something out. Swish. Very expensive.
Someone's got taste.
Flat screen TV.
Flat screen? Really? You might want to rethink that statement.
VCR. Top of the range.
Have you noticed that there are no video cassettes around?
Uplighter. Nothing hidden here.
You sure?
Yeah, I was right the first time. Nothing here. What the hell?
Future sight. It's the only possible answer.
What? I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. I don't know who this depicts, so I can't but it doesn't make sense either way, because if this is some, I presume from the context, this is a band that didn't exist, wasn't formed or didn't perform or wasn't famous at the time when this game takes place. So she said this is future sight because somebody foretold that. But how can she know that if the events that are being foretold have not happened? So she doesn't know it's the future because it hasn't happened yet. It might be just whatever, random bullshit. So I don't understand.
There's a CD in here.
Can't see any others.
I can't play it though.
Locked.
Okay.
Papers and things.
Drawers locked.
Jesus. What the hell?
What were you commenting on? I will leave the basement for last. The basement is, seems like a place where serious shenanigans might be going on.
This can't have been the way my father would have left it. It can't be.
If not, the question is, who did?
Wardrobe. Standard fitting, I suppose.
The claw marks aren't there.
Is there anything in here? Doesn't really look like it. What even is this? Is this like an air conditioner? I don't know. I don't know what it is and don't know what purpose it serves.
Think I'm gonna puke.
Oh.
Okay, so I was not supposed to be opening that.
Talk about filthy.
No one's used this for some time.
Talk about filthy.
No one's used this for some time.
Talk about filthy.
No one's used this for some time.
I seemingly can't open this. Even after preemptively shooting it with the wand. Like, it seems to be protected by some different type of magic, something that can't exactly be stopped by, you know, by this particular wand. Okay, so I guess
Think I'm gonna puke.
Oh.
I am going to the basement then. Does this do? This is also curious to me. I'm not quite sure what purpose it serves. Because there's seemingly nothing inside. Okay, that was ominous. Oh, frig. Okay. It's annoying. It's annoying, but nonetheless, I will deal with this next time, because I feel like this episode has been long enough, so I am going to save here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.